It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Used to
Hello, and welcome to the September 8th meeting of the Public Works and Finance Committee. We have 5 things on our agenda today. The first being the approval of Public Works and Finance Committee meeting minutes from August 11th, as prepared by Lori. Thank you, Lori. Any amendments or changes needed from this
Nope.
crew?
I think we should approve.
I'm good with that. We are game to approve those buddies. And let's see, item 2, disbursement report, August 2025. I don't see Sarah, so is this a bill?
This is, I'm
Hey.
filling in. She is out ill today and
Oh.
Renee is out on vacation.
Yay.
So, so we just kind of go through, recount the major expenditures for the course of the month. We had, it looks like 5 worth identifying or 6. So, obviously payrolls are our largest expenditure for the month. And then the larger, we had Play App 6 on the Camas Street Water Main Project, $149,291. We had Pay App 2 from Motley on the White Avenue. So this is just the retainage. So the final payment on that one at $25,676. We also had payment for a new vac truck that the city purchased from SWS Equipment for $584,194. We had our payments for our low interest loan on the water system improvements to DEQ. So that's a 2024 loan, so $134,099.70. We had pay application 5 related to the city shop construction project at $319,545. And then the last one was pay application number 2 to Devout Excavation. That was for the alley west of Main sewer replacement project, the amount of $96,540.62. So those were all the larger expenditures this month. I'd be happy to try to answer any questions the committee might have.
My only question I wanted to put on record for a very avid audience in the room and at home, the Main Street sewer project, this is the Jackson Street repaving, is that right? This is the
By the Monarch in
So
One World.
the last item, that Devout Excavation. So yeah, the alley west of Main. So that's the alley between the Jackson Street parking lot, the South Jackson parking lot, and then the buildings that front on the west side of Main Street. So we had a sewer main replacement project there.
that we added because it was not initially in scope, and then we realized we could dig once and get it both done.
So we
right?
added stormwater improvements to that project as they encountered. And so it started off as a sanitary sewer project. It did include the replacement of some stormwater catch basins. As they got into construction, they identified that the corrugated metal pipes, the storm system mains, were corroded and rotted out. So we did, council did approve modifying the scope of work to include the replacement of those storm sewer mains. So that was approved through a change order. I believe they paved late last week on the project, and we're, I think, into the punch list and cleanup stage on that project.
Great. And that was, I was talking with Sandra before the meeting started. I've seen some chatter online of folks who are eagerly awaiting the reopening of the parking lot. And I wanted to confirm what we had all understood, which was not only was homecoming the deadline, the dig once approach is a win for everyone. And it's great to hear if they're on cleanup or approaching cleanup.
Yeah, I think contractually we were around September 26th for completion on the project, and I think we'll be a week or 2 ahead of that.
Great. No, not a good one. And then my only other question, the new vac truck, did it reach end of life?
Yeah, that was a scheduled replacement
Great.
in the fleet, so
No
that
surprise
was
there.
planned and budgeted, correct?
Cool. Those are my questions.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay. What would we like to do with this, everybody?
Put it on consent.
I love it. With recommended
Yes.
approval from
Yeah,
Public
yeah, yeah.
Works. And okay, beautiful consent. And item number 3 is the Moskoberfest alcohol use request in the entertainment district.
That's
And
not
I've got
Amanda.
Cody, not Amanda, here to present this.
Oh, I should have
Welcome,
brought the
Cody.
Basset
Yeah.
We'll take it.
They've got to stand guard.
House. All right.
So the chamber is back. I believe this is the 5th Mosktoberfest for October 4th from 4 to 8 p.m. As it's been in the past, it'll be between 3rd and 6th Street. They'll have up to the 6 beer wine vendors and then other vendors with food trucks, trailers, games, and things like that. The application was reviewed and approved at a staff level on August 25th. And so following standard operating procedures, we're asking for your recommendation for approval of the resolution to temporarily suspend the open container law and forward that on to the full council for approval. Thank you.
Cody, my only question on that, and I'm for it. That's not the issue. No one panic. But is there a way, and it might be too late for this event, but we do a lot of these events. Is it possible to do 2 different entries because you're standing in line forever to get your wristband and glass? I don't know if you could do it on each end or if you could have.
That'd be a question for the
That's
chamber.
probably more for the applicant.
Cool.
But
I see Noelle is here
Come
from the
on up.
chamber if they would like to come to the mic. Come on up, Noelle.
Thank you, Cody. So we actually do have 2 registration points at each event. One is on Main and 3rd,
Uh-huh.
and the other is on 5th Street.
Okay, I guess I just missed it last time because whatever I was in was really long. And people were like, I'll just come back later. And I was like, please do come back later. So, okay.
Yes.
Do you expect it? I mean, maybe if that was so long there, and is there a possible 3rd place to come in and maybe register so people can get going faster than standing in line? Not maybe, again, not this year, but to like put on future events.
Absolutely. We'll have to test the waters for
Yeah.
attendance this year, but if the need is there, we're more than happy
Okay,
to.
cool. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Noelle, you said 3rd and Main
Mhm.
and the 5th Street side as well.
Yes.
I'm just making a note.
Awesome.
Groovy.
So you means it's going to snow on October 4th?
Stop it.
All right. Thank you for your help.
Do you need me up here?
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Move we approve?
Agree.
Yep, I'm good with that too. So we recommend approval of this resolution that would allow for the temporary suspension of the open container law within the defined event footprint that it was submitted with their application. Beautiful consent.
I think consent, and we can just make it like, hey, and don't forget to go to my co.
Yep.
I don't
yep.
think we need to do the whole run through.
I love it. Okay. And then item 4 is the Modest Music Fest alcohol use request in the entertainment district, also with Cody. Hello again.
hello. So this is, I guess, a new one somewhat. Humbleburger's celebrating 10 years as a brick and mortar business. And
Wow.
so they want to revive, and I'm not familiar with this one, but the Modest Music Festival on September 27th from 4:30 to 9, smaller footprint. This one's on Main between 5th and 6th. So a little smaller closure there.
That's
They'll be
nice.
the only licensed beer vendor, and then they'll host several stages for live music. And so just like the last application, that was approved by staff on August 27th, and they are asking for temporary suspension of the open container law, and we're asking for your recommendation to the full council for approval of the resolution to do so.
I know. Do you want to go ahead and come up for just a sec? I don't have any crazy questions for you. Just I think easy questions. Is that okay?
Go for
Sorry.
it. No, go for it. All
I'm
you
sorry.
introduce yourself.
I'm Nate Wolf and I own Humbleburger.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
I know that, I mean, being in the entertainment district in general, you kind of know how it works, and you feel pretty confident about who you have taking everything and
Yeah.
being over the wristbands and all the things.
Yeah. I mean, so it's a revival of the Music Fest I used to do,
Cool.
which I stopped doing in 2020 for
Sure.
obvious reasons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We used to do, it was a multi-day festival back then. So it would start Friday night and we used a bunch of different business spaces downtown as venues. And then Saturday, Sunday, we would have like
Shebang.
an outdoor Main Street
Okay.
stage. So this time around, I'm just doing the Main Street
Yeah.
stage one day, couple hours.
That's a good way to ease into it.
Yeah, have 5 bands play. So we're pretty familiar with beer garden,
Great.
wristband, all that stuff.
Is there food? I read and I was like, Humbleburger cooking?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing it out in front of the restaurant. So
Yeah.
the restaurant will be open.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't have any plans
Okay.
to do anything additional.
Well, yeah, it's a lot. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm easing back into
Yeah.
it. It's been a while.
Nope, this sounds fun. I'm excited. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while.
That's it for me.
Yeah, my sister, I think, played at one of the earlier iterations, so I'm super stoked
Oh,
that
that's
it's coming
fun.
back. So,
Yeah. Move to recommend. Move
yeah,
to
I'm
approve.
I'm game to. How you feel, Drew?
I feel good about it.
Feel good about recommending approval of the resolution allowing for the temporary suspension. Small reversible experiment. I like as far as the 5th through 6th.
Yeah.
And look forward to seeing you next year for the 11th anniversary, and maybe we go the full length. So,
Yeah, yeah, I see.
do we want to go consent agenda?
I
on
do,
this
because
one?
I don't think we need to bring it back, but I think we can certainly bring it up either in our comments or whatever.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is exciting.
And thank you, Cody. Item 5, which is the last on our agenda today, is the Humane Society of the Palouse Services Agreement Renewal with Chief Dollinger. Welcome.
Can I say something just quick on that? I just want to put on the record that I'm on sabbatical from the Humane Society Board, and I don't feel that
Conflict.
I feel it's not really a conflict of interest, but I just want to be transparent that that's a thing. So
But you're the all-star MC. For
I'm the MC, yes.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just a standard, more or less, agreement renewal. There were a couple of changes, just to highlight those real quick. Obviously, number one being the increase in the amount that the city would be giving to the HSOP with the 3% escalator from here until the end of the agreement, which I believe is I had it down here. I know I did. There we go, 2030. And then the other thing was they had some issues. We met with the director and some of I actually went and talked to their board. So they had some questions about long-term care for some dogs. And so we put that in the agreement. So dogs that are held there for over 30 days that are due to one of our cases, that'll give them the freedom to foster them out temporarily to free up that space in the shelter if the dog is amenable to that. And then just the increase from the extraordinary veterinary care from $100 to $300 because that's pretty low. And then the other thing is it's a very rare occurrence that we bring any other animals to the HSOP other than dogs. But in those off chances that we built in a function there so that we could do that if we absolutely had to, and then they could recoup $10 a day for the care of those animals from us.
And is did we land on the 3% just in terms of the safest estimate for what we anticipate in terms of, I guess, maybe COLA, but the cost of doing business on both sides, locking in the 3% would just help with predictability for both parties until 2030?
That's what we've had in the agreement this last time.
And it worked out okay?
It did. I mean, obviously, we had some periods of low inflation. We had some periods of relatively high inflation. So the adjustment to the 63,000 and change was to accommodate some of the increased inflation that we saw over the last couple of years. So it brings them on par to the CIP from when we first executed the agreement. And then that 3%, I mean, hopeful inflation stays at or below 3% moving forward. But certainly we can evaluate that on the next term.
And then the other thing as well, I did give this over to them for review. They are currently reviewing. They had some questions that I responded to today, but they didn't have any changes as of yet. So we're moving forward with it as is. If by chance it goes on a consent agenda and changes do occur, we could certainly bring that to full council and discuss it at that point.
Great. Any questions, Drew?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
I love it. I'm comfortable with it going on consent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless, okay.
Yeah, we've got a couple other public hearings on the agenda for the meeting on the 15th. So if this can go on consent, that'd be great. And as Anthony indicated,
Flag
if
any
there's
changes.
any changes that come forward from Humane Society, we'll then move it to regular just so the council can review those.
When is there a due date though on this? I mean, is it something we could be like, oh, we'd rather it come back to committee again if you have like 18
So our
changes?
current agreement expires at the end of this month.
Oh,
So the
well, okay,
15th
so it's
is
quick.
our last council meeting for us to
Okay.
get this approved before the new agreement would begin on October 1st. So that was our goal.
Right.
And that's why it's a little
Okay.
bit compressed here with the Humane Society not having an opportunity to fully review. But we let them know that
Sure.
we would discuss any changes and we'd go regular if we needed to.
That
Great.
works for me. So Public Works is recommending approval of the agreement, barring any significant changes for
Mhm.
services with the Humane Society, which provides us a very clear roadmap for our partnership with them into 2030.
Great.
Consent agenda. Okay, that sounds great.
Thanks
Thanks,
very
Chief.
much.
Thanks, Chief.
This was a fast one today.
That was
Anything anything before we adjourn?
No.
All right, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Nice.